You guys ever go on Pornhub and sort videos by longest? Yeah, some dudes in the crowd are like, finally, they have that filter. Yeah, baby. I did that the other day. I found a video that was 6 hours long. Just to be clear, the last 2 Avengers movies, 5.5 hours. So you could maybe cut that down a little bit, you know? Just like punch it up to its most important parts. Like I'm not sitting through 6 hours if I'm not seeing Captain America's ass. I did sit through all 6 hours. The longer it goes, the harder I get. What, dude? Just fucking... Guy can't have a kink? All right, you fucking assholes. Jesus. Do you guys go? I don't even know why I'm asking the crowd. I don't want an answer. I went home for the holidays pretty recently, and I was driving in the suburbs, and I rolled through a stop sign, and I almost hit a guy with my car, and like he was like pretty pissed, you know, like he starts yelling. He's like, "You fucking idiot! What the fuck are you don't know how to fucking drive?" And like before I can even turn and start to apologize, some dude across the street jumps out of his truck, and to the guy that I almost hit, he yells, "No, motherfucker, that was your fault. You should have looked both ways." And just like that, I was no longer involved. It was now an argument between a guy that almost got hit by a car and some dude that just had some opinions on it. So this driver's rights activist saw this pedestrian ruining my day, and he was like, "Not on my watch." So, of course, he intervened, and I just kind of sat there and watched for a minute. And, you know, it just started to escalate. And then I just kind of rolled away, parked in my Honda Fit, and ate my salad like the little city cuck I am. And I just watched it from a distance. And wouldn't you know it, another guy in a truck pulls up, and this time he's wearing a military uniform, so he has the backing of the US government behind him. To the guy I almost hit with my car, he's like, "Buddy, you need to calm down." This poor dude just trying to cross the street. And then he got ripped apart by wolves. He's lucky he wasn't a cyclist. They would have executed him on the spot. But like, I just like, I think about that a lot. Just like that escalation of like, you know, energy, like, you know, my adrenaline starts pumping. I'm like, oh my God, and then it immediately dissipates. Like it felt like someone pulled a gun on me and immediately got hit by a train. Like, am I still involved here? Do I do something about this? What's wild though is like, that isn't the first time that I've actually like felt that series of emotions. The first time that I felt that series of emotions was when I hit a dude with my car. I was in college. It was 12 a.m. And I was driving home for the weekend because I was going to go to my parents' house. I needed to do laundry. I'm driving like on the outskirts of town, and some dude stumbles out in front of my car, and I plow into him going like maybe like 30 miles an hour. It was a solid hit. And he falls crumpled to the ground in a mess, like 20 feet in front of my car. I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh, what? You know, like fucking, like I get on the phone with 911. I get out of the car, I start like touching him, not in a weird way, and he's out for like a second. He like, I'm still on the phone with the 911 operator, and, like, you know, he's starting to try and get up. And I'm like, buddy, you don't need to get up, stay on the ground. The police are on their way, they're getting an ambulance, don't worry. And he looks up to me, and the only thing out of his mouth, through completely slurred words, he was blasted, are, no cops. And then he just stumbles off into the darkness. Like, and I'm still on the phone with a 911 operator, and she's like, you can't stop him. Like, I'm gonna wrestle him to the ground and be like, hold me accountable. So the cop shows up, and I just like point in the vague direction that he walked in, and he's like, all right. And the next morning I woke up and I was like, I hit a guy with my car yesterday. That was weird. So, you know. I don't know. I remember, like, around the time of the Occupy Wall Street movement, something you'd hear a lot of people saying was, 1% of people control 99% of wealth, which is, people should still be saying that, but it keeps coming up in my life in, like, weird ways. Like, dude, I was at a pet shop the other day, and I was just kind of chilling, looking at lizards. You know, and some dude stocking the shelves starts talking to me, and we're talking, and, like, as far as talking goes, it's your standard lizard talk. Okay, like, I'm naming top tier lizards, he's naming bottom tier lizards, and we're both just naming lizards that piss us off. Standard lizard talk. But, like, clearly I built some kind of, like, confidence with this guy, because, like, out of nowhere, he just says to me, did you know that 1% of people control 99% of pet snakes? I was like, buddy, I didn't think that was wherever you were going when you started saying it, but I still support what you're saying. Let's redistribute the snakes. So he was like, here, hold this. We're going to bomb this Petco. A bunch of people died that day. My girlfriend got a boob job the other day, and I was just like, hey, how about a hand job? So her hands are huge now. Yeah, they match her boobs. They are the right size for her boobs. I think it's appropriate. No, but I do have a fiance, and she is from the Deep South, and every once in a while, her family will come at me with, like, a phrase that I never, in my wildest dreams, ever thought I would hear. Like, for example, the other day, we were all just kind of hanging out, and I was like, hey, do you guys want to go to Dairy Queen? And her uncle chimes in, and he's just like, I'd rather be dipped in shit and shot for stinking. What, dude? I invited you to Dairy Queen, not to introduce me to some new fear. Never in my wildest dreams would I have ever considered that that could be a way that I could die. And, like, dude, Southern people are, like, all about, like, oral traditions and, like, being proud of historical events that really nobody should be proud of. So, like, I think that for sure happened to someone. And they're just keeping that memory alive. I don't think you guys are getting it. Some poor fuck fell in a pit of shit, crawled out looking for help, and some dude was like, yeah, I shot that son of a bitch. He was stinking. All right, guys, thank you so much.